What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, and I'm doing a video. This video is it's a further continuation of a previous video I just uploaded on the page, about the snow video and about don't be an option. My phone died at that end of the video, so here's just further clarification. So the message is don't be an option, be the priority. And this is just in reference to life in general and especially specifically in the love sector. So like everybody on the planet has come here from two beings making love and conceiving a child. I get it. There's talk about aliens and other life out there. Cool. I don't know all about that. I'm very open minded, and it is a massive universe. That's another story. I'm talking about just, simple human with another human, a man and a woman that create a baby to produce one of us. Okay. So, with that being said, be the be the priority, not an option. So like what I mean by this is just helping simplify your stress in love life, to be honest, because when you're constantly trying to be greedy and try to bite off more than you can chew, then you're being a disservice to everybody, because you're playing games, love triangle, this and that. You know what I mean? So like what I mean by be a priority, not an option, you got to just do your best and pull your weight, first and foremost, and just ask for reciprocity, to be honest. What I mean by this is like, okay, to be the priority. For me, it was common sense. All the way up until now, every woman who I've intimately said, hey, like let's grow as friends and lovers and intimate partners. None of this just here today, gone tomorrow stuff. None of this, oh, just random girls or whatever, for a one night stand type stuff. None of that, okay? I'm talking about for real pursuit of love, where it lasts, where we're actively engaging each other, we're going out on dates, we're living together, that type of stuff. That's what I'm speaking of. So anyways, the point I'm making is like, you know, it's important for us to be sure of our own self and our own amazing worth within, you know, and common sense is like, hey, whenever you're like, hey, okay, let's be for real, let's go out, hey, we can be boyfriend and girlfriend, we can be husband and wife or whatever you want to call it. Guess what? I'm keeping things simple and focusing all of my energy on that, and that's what I've done up until this point. I've always been faithful. I've always been loyal. I never cheated on anyone. So like, the ladies have respect for me and I have respect for them. You know what I mean? So anyways, like, I would always, every time it was like for real, girlfriend and boyfriend, like that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just us. I wasn't out here doing nothing with no other girl, no other woman. Like I was just with them until the woman was ready to go off and whatever, be on her own way for whatever reason. She don't want to date anymore. She doesn't want to be together anymore. She wants her space. She wants to be left alone. Cool. I let it go. I'm just saying throughout those gaps of love with the women, I've always just focused on them. All of my 100% energy, the good, the bad, and the ugly, like everything, the whole truth of me, I poured it all out, just for them. I wasn't playing no games. I wasn't meeting up with no other women behind their back. I wasn't doing none of that stuff at all, ever, because it's already hard enough with one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not complaining at all. I'm just keeping it real. Like, especially when you're younger or whatever and you're establishing yourself, you're growing, you're finding your way in the world, you're becoming healthier or whatever. Like, it just makes sense to keep things simple, so that's what I've done and that's what I'm doing, so like what I mean by priority, not the option, is that, that practice right there, that keeps things so simple. Because like, how would you feel if all of a sudden, like, someone who you're just pouring out 100%, they're doing some silly shady stuff, out here lustfully trying to message other people, lustfully trying to do something shady behind your back or whatever, when you're just playing your part. That's not real. It's fake. It's lust. It's not true. It's not true at all. So the point I'm making is like, you have to validate your own self and recognize your own self as, hey, I'm a king. Hey, I'm a queen, and this is who I am. I'm not playing any games. I'm here to be the priority. I'm here to be the only item on the menu, the whole menu. I am the whole menu in the restaurant. I'm the whole catering order. You know what I'm saying? That you have to have that type of mentality. And that's what I have within me, because I'm not playing no games. You know what I'm saying? Like, and love is the ultimate truth there is. So like, that's not something you want to play around with. These are people, partners that you can build and raise a family with, partners who we can move, mountains together, who we can create big, massive business moves together and build long-term legacy and empires together. So like, we got to be on the same page. It is no funny business, taking each other for granted. There's none of that stuff, So being the priority, make that clear. Make it very, very, very clear, and I've done that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I recommend people to go vegan, because you go down to the truth of who you are and you become in alignment with yourself and with the universe and with your divine life purpose. You know what I mean? And it's true, because I let it all out. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. I shared who I am 100%, no matter what. And I'm accepting of it, and they accept me for it as well. You know what I'm saying? I got some real love and some great connections that I'm building, and watering daily. So like, the point I'm making is like, pour it all out, be grateful. What it's like how grateful and honored you should be just to have a loving connection in the first place. I hear time and time again people complaining about their own partner, when I'm like, yo, I'm alone. I'm having some alone time right now. Yeah, I do have some amazing love, but I'm over here, working on myself, working on my vision. This is a little pause, hibernation period for me, Yeah, I have love. Yeah, I have some, I have an abundance of amazing love energy. And at the same time, like, still, you know, we have to remember to be grateful when we do like actualize our vision, our dream, our real life tangible love, and maybe they don't want any space anymore, they want to come back or whatever, or we're back talking or something like that. We've got to be grateful all the time for every second. You know what I'm saying? Because this life is one take. Yes, we're eternal, immortal, whatever. I'm just talking about now. In this, vehicle that I'm in, this is it. You know what I'm saying? I'm living this long life that I have prepared for me. You know what I mean? So therefore, every day, I'm grateful. I'm saying thank you. I'm being appreciative. I'm expressing myself, my feelings, my emotions. I'm being mindful of the energy I'm embodying. You know what I'm saying? I'm embracing the divine masculine and divine feminine. I'm not just staying yang heavy. I'm not staying aggressive. I'm not staying tough. You know what I'm saying? And also at the same time, I'm not staying weak. I'm not staying, just like lazy, lethargic. I'm combining being, strong. I'm combining being, having a great willpower. I'm combining having, just protection and wisdom with also sensitivity, with also compassion, with also kindness and care. So that's masculine and feminine, which we all have within us, yin and yang, and yes, there's men and women. Of course, we have different roles to play. Women conceive children. Men, we produce sperm for the child to be created. You know what I'm saying? We have our unique roles in the world, okay? It doesn't mean that, we have to only just do one thing. That's why we got to let go of these stereotypes and whatnot that go on in the world. We're all capable of doing so much. At the same time, we still have unique roles to play. And also at the same time, we do still have unique energy within us. Women are strong too. Women have divine masculine and feminine. I love very feminine women. Also at the same time, I love a feminine woman who's still real strong, who can still stay in shape, who's still eating healthy vegan food, plant-based foods, taking care of her body, exercising, working out. A woman who can actually stimulate my mind. A woman where I can come home and she actually has a whole bunch of great deep conversations that stimulate my imagination, that get me happy, that add life to me, that add fulfillment and joy, to me, stimulating deep stuff, esoteric stuff, magical stuff, So it's the whole package, what I mean? Masculine and feminine, So anyways, about being the priority, not the option. Make it clear, especially whenever you decide to go vegan, you're doing that inner work to where you're like, hey, you know what? I got to become healthier so I can attract, better circumstances towards me, and that's what I've done. That my whole purpose was to go vegan was to become healthier and to attract and have some real love for myself, like to love myself as well as to also experience life with beautiful, amazing love, a partner, what I'm saying? To have a family with, or multiple family, what I'm saying? I'm always stating the most simple, one love, and at the same time, I'm also open to receiving additional love and however things are supposed to pan out. I'm just here keeping the peace. I'm here staying eternally free, for real. I get it. I see what's up. I've been through a whole lot of my life, and I'm glad that, I've learned to continue to be smart, and like I've been able to see, hey, I'm here to be the priority. I'm royalty, royalty doesn't fight for stuff, things are just highly connected and civilized and advanced that it's just we all on the same page and things just work out, family, tribal, royal type of vibes, what I mean? For real talk. Dare to dream, dare to dream. So that's the point I'm making. Like, what you really feel in your heart, meditate on it, and believe in it, have faith in it, know it, have a will for it, for real. Have a drive for it, a passion for it. Don't let this music entertainment, don't let the TV, don't let random people, don't let no naysayers that's trying to take away from your dream get in your head. You got to take all that stuff out and only focus on what's nourishing your spirit, your heart, your soul, as well as others that's contributing and adding to your nourishment, of your dream, of your love, and just express that to them whenever you do get in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is who I am. This is what it is. This is what I'm about. I'm here for the long run, this and that. And guess what? They're probably going to do the same thing about however they feel, and like, just be honest, just be honest. That's the best thing to do, is just be honest about the whole thing, to be real. And that's what I've done, because to be honest, like me, from rising from my lower nature to my higher nature, from lower nature of like that they program all of us into, they want to throw fear at us, the news, people fighting, all types of drama, like gossip, lustful stuff, the foods, the lower vibrational foods, people trying to get us into porn and just pushing an agenda to just get everybody to drain their energy and fight for love and stuff like that. Fight for flesh. Honestly, that's what they try to turn people into. But I have been on an upward trajectory, rising my energy and frequency to the love vibration that I'm embodying now, by being in my higher nature And what can I say from this? Being in my higher nature, I'm able to just, you know, have better groundedness and be able to be more understanding of, hey, of how I truly feel internally. You know, like with real love, you're able to be really vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? So like, let it out. Pour your heart and soul out. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you're only fooling yourself if you're not actually for real transparently communicating how you truly feel when you're with someone that you say you so-called love. And that's what I've done, and I'm glad. That's how I can sleep at night, because I have that peace of mind. I let it out in a real way. And I've learned of stuff to you know continue to work on, and I've made peace with myself because I'm doing the best I can with what I have. And that's good enough, honestly. So like, what I mean by the whole vulnerable thing is, be vulnerable with them, because that's going to save you time in the long run, because you actually spoke truthfully and honestly. you know we're going to get rewarded for that, because we kept it real and true. We didn't sell out. We didn't start lying and hiding and this and that. No, we were all the way, boom, right there. Nothing to hide. And that's why I'm forever free, because of simple things, simple sacrifices. When everybody else is out inviting me to the club, I've gotten several invitations from random neighbors giving me invitation tickets and stuff. Homies messaging me, hey, let's go out to the club. Let's go out to the club. People asking me to go here, asking me to go there. People all on the screens, the phones, this and that. Invitations left and right. That's cool. I've had to say no, because I'm working on myself. For real. Like, real talk. I thought it was a joke. Like, I thought it was something to take for granted, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like your health and well-being. And, you have to be able to literally say no. It doesn't mean that you isolate yourself. It doesn't mean that you never talk with nobody else again. It just means you develop a better relationship with yourself to be able to handle your own self first, and be true to yourself first before you start dispersing your energy to everybody else. So that's why you got to be true with yourself, so that when you're with your intimate partner and you're being truthful and they're testing you, then guess what? You have nothing to lose, because you shared truthfully your soul, your heart, your spirit, your love. And that's why I'm glad I've done that, and I'm doing that present tense, because I'm in it for the long run. This ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we can have humor in life and, have a good sense of humor. I love laughing and smiling. At the same time, this is like real. People talk about simulation, I don't care. I don't even bring up simulation, because this is real life. Nature shows what real life is. Nature is real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this other stuff is artificial. Concrete, that's artificial. You know what I'm saying? Plastic, that's artificial. You know what I'm saying? Even some of these foods is artificial. Junk foods, artificial, fake. Man-made inventions. Yes, I'm aware it's a massive world and there's inventors and stuff like that. At the same time, always make sure you're deeply rooted in real, organic, raw truth, so that you're able to, dance around in this artificial world, illusion world, or whatever, and you're not fighting it. So that's what I've done. And about the whole priority thing, it's for real, because like, with the whole lower nature stuff, the porn stuff, the lust stuff, the clubs, the destructive music, lower vibrational music, all this stuff is trying to separate people, and you notice it by how you feel in your heart. You wouldn't want to focus on that lust or stuff like that, so like, that's where you got to be bold enough to follow your heart, for real talk. Remember who you were in an enchanted, magical, royal time in a past life. Dare to dream. Real talk. That's what I'm doing. So, love over lust, love over fear, for real. That's what it comes down to, honestly. So that's what I'm standing for. Don't think it's weird. Don't even judge yourself about being, faithful or loyal. That's supposed to be a compliment. You know what I'm saying? For real. Don't let none of this distractions and hype get to you, thinking that you, can't be different than them. you know,